What do you mean people are avoiding you? Man, we gotta talk about this today. Hey, what's going on? This is Ron with MenchacaChannel, inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles. In this video, we're gonna give you 7 reasons why people are avoiding you. Now, I know a lot of you would love for people to avoid you, but we're talking about the right people in your life. You don't want to be pushing away people that are destined to help you along your journey. So let's get into these 7 reasons why people are avoiding you. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do this thing. So why are people avoiding you? Maybe these 7 reasons will help you understand why. Number 1, you're too judgmental. We all generally kind of see ourselves as smart, intelligent, generous, kind, patient, forgiving people. And that's the kind of way we see ourselves. But to be honest and truthful, that's not always the way it is. Life isn't ideal. We aren't perfect. And to be honest with you, it's impossible to be nice or good 100% of the time. And if we're honest with ourselves, we actually have some pretty scary, embarrassing flaws that we are trying to avoid as much as possible. Being a judgmental person essentially means thinking, speaking, or behaving in a manner that reflects a critical point of view. If we're judgmental people, critical, nitpicking at everything, and have something negative to say all the time, this may be why people are avoiding you. Number 2, you're too opinionated. It's important to have opinions, but if you're one of those people who think they know everything, you may be driving friends, family, and your circle of influence away very fast. After all, no one likes a know-it-all, and you must listen to what I'm telling you. If you're a social person, you must recognize when to speak, regardless of what your mind is telling you. There is such a thing as overly opinionated, and that just basically gets on people's nerves, and they don't take you seriously. That may be a reason why they're avoiding you. Number 3, you're too curious. We are all born curious, and as youngsters, we want to know everything without boundaries. But as adults, being too curious is considered being nosy. Understand boundaries in relationships, even if it's just killing you and you need to know what's going on. This happens a lot in Facebook and Instagram and all kinds of social media sites where you read into one thing and you gotta know the other story, so you're calling everybody up that you know to get the other side of the story. Maybe you just need to respect people's privacy. If they wanted you to know, they would call you and let you know. Maybe now you see why people avoid you. Number 4, you're too selfish. Selfish people are not always aware of the effects that their actions have on other people. Selfishness becomes a problem when it leads to lack of consideration, lack of respect, and lack of empathy. Number 5, you're too dirty-minded. When I say you're too dirty-minded, I'm not referencing sexuality or fantasies. I'm simply talking about a mental programming that we all have to deal with that is holding us back. Thought patterns that we developed long time ago can linger in our subconscious, sabotaging our desires and getting in the way of our goals. An unstable, dirty mind will always cause frustration, and that is the reason why people avoid you. The good news is, anything dirty can be cleaned up. Number 6, you're too competitive. Being too competitive can push those around you away. One must be willing to observe and recognize that not everything is a competition. If I give you my story, don't you dare give me one of your stories that's gonna trump my situation. Maybe I just needed an ear to hear my story. Same thing when someone shares their victories and their successes. Don't rob them of that because you're too competitive. Allow them to breathe in that moment and you just celebrate with them. Number 7, you're too argumentative. Oh man, some people just love to argue. It doesn't even matter what the topic is. Argumentative people just feel the need to always be right, to be superior, and they will never look at them being wrong. The best way that I found on how to deal with argumentative people is to not become one yourself. Nothing will annoy an argumentative person more than someone taking their opportunity to argue away from them. Refuse to take them seriously, and you may have a conversation with them and point out their flaws. If you're one or more of these 7 reasons why people avoid you, this is a great opportunity for you to begin to work on yourself and to fix the problems. Now think to yourself, where am I lacking? I know I have. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of MenchacaChannel. Inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles is what we do. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell so you can get another episode of MenchacaChannel. And we want to appreciate all of you who are helping out MenchacaChannel through our Cash App and Venmo. We definitely appreciate you allowing us to do what we do. Until next time.